Y'all bite them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up.
What's going on, guys? It's the Master Get here, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to continue with our leveling of damage. You know how it is, just fucking some shit up, really. Getting on with it. And yeah, we're just in Ashen Vale, still continuing along the journey that is Max. And I've just been watching the Battle for Azeroth trailer earlier. I've seen it multiple times, but I was like, I am getting a little bit hyped though, to be honest. I am liking. I've seen some of the alpha gameplay, and like the stat squish that they've done looks really good. But saying that, they said they were going to do that for like WoD as well, and look where we ended up. Like the health at the moment is fucking ridiculous, I personally feel. But we'll see how it goes, because there's so many complications that always occur when they fuck around with all the stats and everything. But I think now that they're making it so it's they were saying in PvP looks like it's actually getting an upgrade from the shit that it was or is currently. And I think because they've got like the base item level. So for you guys that don't know, when you join a PvP, basically people were like kind of whining, the filthy casuals were whining that it wasn't fair in PvP because they didn't get their gear. Well, no, they thought it wasn't fair in PvP because basically it used to work that you kind of got honor, and with your honor you then bought PvP gear as kind of expected. That was normally like rare PvP gear, and then you did arena, which enabled you to get epic PvP gear. But because people were bitching about arena being, I don't know what, I thought arena was actually kind of perfect, to be honest. The reward system in arena worked, but because people were complaining, they just made everyone's stats for your class anyway kind of base, and then from there it upgraded per 10 item levels. So really they took the PvP away from the PvPers and gave it to the PvEers, because if you've got a higher item level in PvP, your stats get increased. But obviously that means that you have to like have a high item level. You can't just go in with a low item level. And like what you used to be able to do is when they brought up the like arena catch-up system, which was kind of, if you didn't play for a season, you could go on to like, or if a newly dinged ult, you could go on to that ult and then you could do arena until you capped, and your cap would be like 20k conquest points. So like you'd pretty much have your 5 set and a weapon by the end of it. So you could really, well, what I used to do is like arena with my mates, and you kind of jump on a toon, and then you'd be able to gear up throughout the day with that toon. It was real neat, really, the way they did it, because it meant that you didn't have to get your weekly cap every week, but you still actually had to participate in arena to get the arena gear. Whereas I just think people were too QQing about arena, but arena, like, it should reward the higher end gear, because it's arena, surely to Christ, like, where you've got to actually fight against real people. Surely it should give you better gear than having to fight against NPCs. I know boss fights are difficult, etc, yada yada yada, but at the end of the day it comes down to actually interpreting what they're gonna do and best way to deal with the situation, I guess. Can we fuck up this elite? That's the question. We've got another water elemental. So they've kind of changed that back now, I think. Well, they're going to look at changing that back a little bit. But we'll see if it goes. Because it was, yeah, I just felt they kind of let the side down really with the arena. But it'll be alright, I think. I just hope they bring more actual reason to participate in arena than the kind of current system that it is. Because at the moment where it stands, you've got more of a chance in arena if you're like a high-end mythic raider with a fucking crazy ass item level than if you do if you're like a freshly dinged multi-glad kind of player. So I thought it kind of took away that kind of sense of actually gearing up for PvP, and with the whole new RNG system that you get PvP gear in, it also meant that like when I was playing on my mage, I kind of came back. I quit. For you guys that don't know, I haven't actually played much of Legion at all. Like I got Legion on release. Was really like, yeah, fuck yeah, Legion. Um, got Legion on release. Kind of played until, to be honest with you, I don't think they even had the first raid out. So I didn't even play the first raid. I was playing it, and it was also like kind of summertime rolled around, and you know how it is. Like you just end up doing other shit. So I didn't, and I haven't happily say that I haven't played any of Legion. I got my when I dinged my warrior from the other series, I spent some time on him, and that was pretty fun. But it just concluded with me kind of getting pissed that all the shit I was getting, like, well, on my mage as well, when I was trying to gear up my mage a little bit more. It's really undergeared, but I mean, like, a little bit more, so I can fuck around. And you know how it is, you play Warcraft, you gear up, that's what Warcraft is. I was playing my mage, and I was kind of doing PvP and Battlegrounds, and like, no one wanted to take me for Battlegrounds because my artifact power wasn't high enough. And then, for like, I did get in eventually, but then when I was actually doing like the battlegrounds and stuff, I was just getting duplicates of the same gear that I had already had, and it was like, where is the fun of getting another belt that I've already got? Like the last game I got a belt, and now I've got another belt, but this belt's got like +4. Don't even need my mate, so it's like they just put a load of filler shit in it, which really fucked me off basically. I much preferred, you know, finding a partner, finding like a long-term partner, and then getting your cap. Because like, I mean, I think that was probably the best way to find partners. Like you can scout for partners, but nowadays most people are just down for cap. Whereas back when they had like the larger cap in, what I mean by that is that people just play their 10 games and then they're done with arena for the week. Whereas that's what I mean by cap. Whereas when it had a larger cap of kind of like 20k conquest, you'd find like arena partners for a day. Like that's how I met Victor, who's a good mate of mine from Sweden, and he was on a shadow priest for my mage. Like we were just like, oh yeah, like we both needed like a fair amount of conquest points, and then we just grouped up, met him on the group finder, you know, played all day, and then like went on to become friends, etc. Yada yada yada. But Blizzard, I don't know. I feel like Blizzard still want that from their game. I feel like they want the community side from their game, but if they're actually implementing the community well, I don't think they are. Like, they may be like, yeah, we want to not feel from the game, but I don't feel like they're actually trying to give that to players. I feel like they're becoming more and more like, becoming more of a solo game, Warcraft, really, which is a massive shame, really. Half the fun of it is me feeling it. Yeah. You know how it is, selling nudes in Goldshire Inn. But no, don't do that, guys. But yeah, they kind of spoiled it all. I felt, well, not spoiled it all, but just the reward from doing PvP was not there. I was just like, because to PvP I've got a PvE because my item level on par with other people. They were new. They fucked me up particularly. So yeah, Blizzard kind of fucked that one. But then the guy that was working on the development finally fucking quit. So he knew fuck all about the game. Well, I presume he knew quite a lot about the game. PvP wise, well, like you just listen to him on his live stream, and it just sounded like a little. Anyway, he was just like, oh yeah, sometimes it's too hard to kill people that have gear. It's like not too hard to kill people that have gear. If you're watching this and you've ever struggled with arena and you feel it's because of your gear, then what I would suggest to you is A, take everything with a dash of salt, and B, in the good old days, I would have suggested that you do some battleground and get your honor gear, which will then give you resilience against PvP damage. So that already pretty much kind of make it kind of balanced. And then all you've got to do is just do arena every week and just get your arena cap. That's literally it. That's all you've got to do. Just do your arena cap and you're sorted. What the fuck's going on now? Whereas people, I feel like people were just complaining that they were just joining an arena with like 1500 MMR and then just getting like 4-shot by people in full arena gear. But that's expected, isn't it, surely? Like, if you were doing a heroic dungeon in full mythic gear, would you not expect just to plow through the boss? Like, so I don't know. I don't know where Blizzard really stands on that one. I think this is a case of spam everything you possibly can. What's that do? I think that's a silence. Oh no, I can keep doing this. Look. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it massively, but well, I know how I feel about it, but I feel like that, and they, rather than listening to like the kind of 40% of the PvP community, or like 80% of the PvP community, they decided to do like 80% of the who were all obviously joining battlegrounds and getting fucked up. But my like, I'm ranting a lot, guys. Got me on a bit of a ranting sesh, but the way I kind of saw it was, which it isn't anymore because you can't, but if I so wanted to play PvP, I could just do PvP and get gear and, you know, just have fun playing PvP. Whereas now they've made it so it's you have to PvE before you can well, not before you can PvP, but if you want to stand a chance in PvP, you have to PvE. But I don't really want to PvE because I'm not really ready, or well, I don't really have the time at the moment to actually put in that commitment to finding a raiding guild and then, you know, clearing all the bosses, that shit. So they really, I personally feel like they really took out a part of the game, that major part of the game, and just kind of fucked it in the ass a little. But what can you do? Blizzard's game. I am just paying customer, I guess. A lot of quests in here though. Got really tense and tense mathematics. Nothing's. No. Clicky quest. I love clicky quest. Clicky quest. Clicky quest. Clicky quest. I like click. Simple, easy. Skill level involved is pretty much none, as long as you can click on your mouse. Oh, preemptive blink. Sometimes I suffer from premature. Only occasionally, though. Really embarrassing. And like, cheese my way, like I said earlier in the earlier episodes, and kill all this shit if you spend 5 years getting to max level, but they could be run around and can click. Oh fuck. Oh. Guys, hold up. Any money, I've got to go kill that dude. I am aware we've got 50 mark as well, but get up here. Get up these steps. Nice amount of dreads. I don't like what they've done to the icon either. I don't know if I like that. I feel like they look like moose. I don't know what the... No. I don't know, that looks like a bit like a moose. Fine. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. Join me next time when we can up throughout. Easy guys.
Teach me how to pause.